Turning now to that breaking news, a massive fire in Castle Hill taking the life of a 58-year-old man late last night.
The new commissioner will shatter every glass ceiling that's ever existed within the NYPD. She credits her start here at the Queensbridge houses and her parents that raised a confident little girl into the emotionally sound woman that she is today. That's when the driver of that vehicle took it and drove it straight through the hotel lot. Some insane video, Aisha, and these people were visibly shaken up from this robbery. President Joe Biden has just landed here at John F. Kennedy Airport.
Good morning to you.
Hey, high five. Let's do it. Hey.
According to the police, 3 women visiting from Texas entered Carmine's Italian restaurant, showed their vaccine cards, but there appeared to be some discrepancy with it. The women began arguing with the 24-year-old hostess, then proceeded to punch her multiple times. All 3 women, ranging from 21 to 44 years old, were arrested and charged with assault. So do you think that going fully remote is the right answer because the transmission has been so low within the school buildings?
We were designed that the school buildings.
The crime scene unit on scene continuing their investigation this afternoon. They tell us they got a call yesterday, which brought them here to the Webster houses. When they went into the apartment and investigated, they found a 1-year-old baby with trauma to his body. Christy, this is an intense scene out here. We're on Jerome Avenue right now where a Beeline bus and it appears a couple cars got into an accident. I'm stepping out of the way and giving you a look at the scene right now.
Numbers rolling in, changing minute by minute. Today we could learn who won the presidential election. Tragedy left in Ida's aftermath from here in New York and all along the East Coast. At least 45 people are confirmed dead at this hour. In the 5 boroughs, at least 13 people died, 11 in Queens and 2 in Brooklyn.
We're joining you right now from the Bronx River Parkway. It's actually shut down because of flooding and stranded cars on the roads. I want to give you a look at what we're seeing. Just intense flooding here on the roadways. And you can see in the underpass over here, there's actually 2 cars on both sides of the road that are stuck. Well, the mayor and schools educators are working to get students vaccinated. They're going to do that by setting up a mobile vaccine clinic right here outside of the Bronx Riding Academy. And the mayor says that New York City is leading the charge when it comes to vaccination rates. Across the entire nation, we're at 23%.
Gets the yellow sweater, the leggings, and the Uggs.
Nice. You know me.
Especially for the 60.
Now, there's nothing like that first sip of coffee, especially on a Saturday morning. Now you can make every cup even more enjoyable by building your very own unique and useful coffee station for less than $100. Well, not everyone can have a sleigh or reindeer to help them get around this holiday season, but one company is helping to make sure kids here in our borough have a new set of wheels.
They actually tell me that tomorrow at this time, it'll be completely quiet. Everyone will be gone. They'll be smiling, shaking hands, wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and then heading off to their families. But for right now, New Yorkers are highly anticipating what Eric Adams is going to do about that vaccine mandate that's been put in place by Mayor Bill de Blasio. If you wait in line for 5 minutes here and get your COVID-19 vaccine, well, it's going to save you time and money. You won't have to wait in line here for a Metro card. Walking down the street here on East 175th, you can almost feel that pride and community culture. Well, this mural is now bringing that feeling to life. The name of the game here is shoveling. I've got my shovel with me. It's small but mighty. Shots fired, hitting 2 men standing in front of an apartment building on Girard Avenue.
I'm very upset to hear that.
In this exclusive surveillance video, you can see this group of men walking down the sidewalk before pulling out their guns, firing multiple shots, and running away. On the other side of the trigger, those shots hitting 2 men standing in front of the 1155 apartment building. You can see the 34-year-old man shot in the leg rolling around on the sidewalk. Police say a 24-year-old man was also shot, that bullet hitting his head.
And then the time I'm coming, I see them drinking and, smoking over there.
Regina Oben works late hours and sees the group often.
It's not really safe, but there's nothing I can do.
You can see in this Citizen app video emergency vehicles responding to the scene. It all happening around 11 o'clock last night, according to police. The NYPD was able to act quickly, and they found the group of 4 men that had fired the shots in a white Ford. They arrested the group of men and recovered their loaded guns.
There has been like a few incidents, I think right in front of this building and the building across the street.
With gunfire erupting here on Girard Avenue and 5 people being shot in Manhattan earlier this morning, according to police, people here in the neighborhood say they're hoping to see a decrease in gun violence with a new administration.
I'm very happy that we're going to have a new administration here very shortly. In the last year or so, we hear the same stories about New York now. It's very troubling.
Both victims were treated at NYC Health and Hospitals Lincoln and are in stable condition. In Concourse Village, Alexa Farrell, News 12. A lady you definitely know, but have you seen her up close and personal?
It's thrilling to see it.
Now is your chance, and at times the grounds make you feel like you're getting a personal tour.
It's the ideal time for a local to come out to the Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island. It's not as crowded as you typically see during this time of the year.
For those in the tri-state area, now's the time to hop aboard the Statue Cruise Line to check out the Statue of Liberty.
It's like a love affair, I'd say. She's in the harbor, she's welcoming everyone upon arrival. May not be the same experience as it was, way back when, but visiting aboard our vessel gives you that impression as well.
The iconic figure was given to America by France in 1886. She stands at 305 feet tall and started to sport the color green after her copper frame oxidized. But you can learn that for yourself in the Statue of Liberty Museum.
It's a new museum. It opened last year. At that location, you can see the original torch. You can get a sense of the inner workings of the statue, how it was built.
And on top of the history and attractions here on the island, because it's based in the middle of the harbor, you get some of the most breathtaking views of the city.
It's a great vantage point of New York Harbor, a great vantage point of the Statue of Liberty in itself.
The Statue Cruise also brings you to Ellis Island, where you can see firsthand what your ancestors went through coming to America.
This details the immigrant experience. It's a phenomenal experience for all immigrants to get a sense of where they came from.
The museum's opened up at the end of August, but for now, you aren't allowed in the statue.
Face masks are requirements. We're social distancing. Our vessels are all rigorously cleaned.
Tickets are just under $20 and can be purchased online or at the door. Alexa Farrell, News 12.